So before we start, if you want to make money from ads, then you need to go higher ticket. As companies out there are selling their $50 to $100 seed subscriptions for demand generation ad platforms like Meta Ads and YouTube, it is not going to work. Even for LinkedIn, it's hard. You are not going to acquire customers profitably. You'll have to wish that they stay for another 6 or 8 months so that you can acquire people at profit, right? But our system doesn't rely on that. We just charge upfront and we charge high ticket so that it just pays for the ad spends like directly on the spot. You don't need to do anything. More on that later. So this is how you do it. You sell your regular seats in bundles or one at the highest tier. Your regular seats at bundles, by that I mean 5 to 10 seats at one time to one company, or you sell one seat at the highest tier, which might be at 300, 400, 500, and add these at top of it. So done for you or priority onboarding, you can charge them 1000 to 1500. That's what we do. We usually go for an offer where we can charge $1500 upfront, and it can include a done for you or a priority onboarding. It can include implementation or integration consulting, or like I said before, multi-seat prepay bundles. So here's a quick illustration. This is a front-end selling system. Front-end selling systems, the job of this system is to help you bring in qualified prospects inside the funnel. That's the only thing. It's just the goal is to just get them to the sales call. Just get them to book a meeting. And this is how it looks like. Here's the offer. The offer has a front-end cold traffic offer. What that means is that it is an offer that can cater to anyone out there. It doesn't need to be warmed up, and that's the beauty of it. Then you have to make a small claim or a big guarantee. It really depends on what your SaaS can do and what you think can your product can do confidently. According to that, we'll figure out something, and then you'll have to tell them how are you going to do it for them. After that, we work on targeting. Targeting is pretty, it is complex. I'll get into that later, but targeting is usually just targeting the right kind of people who are willing to take this particular type of action. Then next is ad videos. Will help you script, record and edit. In that, what happens is that we'll have to address their pain so that we can use that as a hook. That is like one of the best hooks that someone can use out there for ad videos nowadays. And then you have to share the solution in that ad video. Then use a CTA so that it can redirect them to a landing page. And now the landing page or VSL afterwards, it will help them dive deeper into the solution that you were just talking about in the ad videos, give a complete breakdown and share some proof to help them build that conviction and help them think that okay, this is something that is really going to benefit my business. And then you let them apply. So after they get nurtured and they just know the whole thing, then we ask them to apply. I really love this thing. So this is a back end selling system. Most people don't focus on this, and that's why their campaigns fail. Now, I'll just tell you what this does. There's a qualification system. After they applied, they go through a qualification system which figures out if the person is qualified or not. By qualification, what usually happens is that we will try to figure out if the person can afford the product, if the person is the decision maker of the company, and if the person has an immediate need for this solution. That is how we reduce our sales cycle. That is how we increase our close rates. And that is how we just collect upfront cash really fast. So after that happens, Pixel gets fired so that it only gets good data. Pixel conditioning is another skill that a lot of people are unaware of. Then after they are qualified, they go into a specific page. And if they are unqualified, which is marked on the red in the right side, then they get rejected and they will just get redirected to another page, right, which is probably your LinkedIn page wherever you are creating content, so that they get nurtured even more. It lets them to build that trust and they will just be in your circle a little bit more, and once they are ready, then they can just hop back in onto that funnel and we can just get them in again, right? So LinkedIn page or a self-serve website. So we'll just send them to your main homepage. Then they can just go for a free trial, or they can just buy it themselves if they want to. Or if they don't, then they'll at least just understand what your homepage is and what it looks like. Newsletter is there to, again, like I said, nurture them. So there are different types of content strategies that a company implements. It all depends on what the company does. And now that is out of the equation. Here we can talk about the next thing. After they get qualified, we kill their objections. Whenever someone hops on a sales call, what happens usually is that there are there are there are always 5 to 10 questions that are out there, which are always asked at every sales call. So what do we do usually? The AE who is there, the account executive who is there at the call, he or she just keeps on answering the same question back to back. And because of this, the whole process gets extended into a 2 call close, right? Or even a 3 or 4 call close. That's what we're trying to do here. We are reducing your sales cycle by killing their objections. We answer the most frequent questions, which are about 10 in a landing page. We will put them out in bite-sized videos, and after that they'll just have to go through that, and they'll just understand that okay, this is what it does, yada yada. And the account executive won't have to give any 101 product explanations anymore because of this. So like I said, a breakout page, it goes into an FAQ page, and they just understand the whole thing. After that, it's done. We capture their mobile numbers, we capture their email, and we send a pre-call sequence. So another problem is that the show up rates is really at like 50% to 70% or even 60%, right? When it comes to cold email content and even paid ads. So what we try to do is that we try to increase it with the help of SMS, with help of videos, we help with the help of emails. So we'll send out a newsletter, we'll send out an SMS sequence, we'll retarget them with meta ads again. And this will be a different video for them. It won't just be an ad script, the same video used again. So we will be giving them value through these 3 channels. And some of the things that we do is that we present an ROI calculator, and we share them in the SMS, we share them in the email, we also use them in the video. Then when it comes to value part, we will figure out their top 3 pains, and yeah, basically the pains that leads them to using this SaaS, right, to using your software. And we will try to clear them up with the help of emails and SMS. So now we are trying to get them excited for that sales call, because now they know that this pressing immediate need of theirs is going to get solved through this software. And that's what's going to happen. That's what usually happens all the time. Like, we have worked with 33 right now. I guess we are at our 33rd company that we are working with right now. We only work with like 4 or 5 companies at a given time. So yeah, this is what happens every time we run ads for them. Next comes a sales call. Consultation is something that we do for them for free. We help account executives understand the whole sales process and how to sell to these type of prospects, because these prospects are a little different. They are not coming here with a 101 product explanation. They don't want a demo. They just want to fix their own problem that is there right now. And we'll help the account executive understand how to navigate this. And then we'll also have to help them understand how do you use how do you set a narrative where you're using this software as a solution to their pressing problem, and sell them eventually. So consultation, we will build a sales deck for them. Again, a pixel gets fired whenever a sales call happens, so that Meta understands that okay, these are the type of people who are serious, and these are the type of people that I should be looking for the next time I try to run an ad. Post call sequence, so whenever the first call happens, right, and now the next call is just about closing them, we launch a post call sequence where we will try to build trust, and we will try to just talk about the things that they mentioned in the call, some of their pain points that they had in the call. So it is pretty personalized, and we'll be using case studies that are specific to their problems and how we solved it for them. Then some sales assets that we will build for you. Email and SMS sequence again, sometimes for reminders, sometimes for giving value back again, so that we get them on top of their mind. We keep you basically on top of their mind so that they come back again on the second call and now they are ready to get closed. So this has been cut off for some reason. Yeah, now it's showing it here. Onboarding, and then they get onboarded and then they're added to your newsletter or whatever content engine that you are running right now. So that was the overview.